know about you, but I'm so excited it's Friday. It's probably my busiest day of the week, every single week. I always say that, you go into the office on Friday and my team is amazing. They know how busy I am the entire week. So they try to give me some breathing time on Friday. But what happens is, this morning I was up at 4:30 in the morning checking my calendar and it didn't look too bad. And as soon as I walk through the door today, I see invitations for this meeting and that meeting, and then all of a sudden my entire day is completely busy. And I'm actually really grateful, because if I wasn't busy, I would have nothing to do, right? We want to talk about something else, which is the holidays and being money mindful. Now, this topic actually came out of something really special yesterday. Had a discussion yesterday with my executive producer, talking about the television show and all sorts of fun things. And then I said, sometimes I just have a challenge trying to figure out interesting topics to share with all of you. And she's like, looked at me, she's like, you should talk about your feelings about money, because I think people want to hear about that. I said, okay, what do you mean? And she says, you're very mindful of money. And I said, that's an interesting topic. So today we're going to talk about being mindful of money. And I'm going to share with you the good or bad, the ugly and the funny, my mindset as it pertains to money and the holidays and all that good stuff. Now, those of you who've been watching me do these videos for the last few years kind of have a sense of what direction this is going. But if not, I'm going to bring it on to you right now. So today's discussion is going to be mindful money. Now, what do I mean by mindful money? You're like, it's a nice term and all. What that means is a lot of times people feel defined by money. They feel like they need to have, the fancy brands and the fancy cars, and they need to do all this stuff. And I get it. I've been there before. I'm sure many of you have been there before. But you get to a point where you realize that money is simply a tool, right? To get us from point A to point B. Now, it's a very helpful tool. Don't get me wrong. I am not here to say that I don't have money and I don't save money and I don't, all that stuff. No, absolutely not. But what I mean by being in the money mindset is I want you to feel like that you have so much love and gratitude and happiness and just joy in your life that money doesn't define your happiness, right? It doesn't mean that you shouldn't save money. People always find this, they always chuckle when I tell them this, I'm the one financial advisor that doesn't feel that strongly about money. And you might say, what is she talking about? Well, what I mean by that is I understand the importance of it. I understand how important it is to you and what we need to do and be responsible with money, but it doesn't define you. It doesn't mean that if you don't have it, or the really important things in life, believe it or not, I want you to think about this. The most important things in life are things that money can't buy, that money can't solve. So that's what I mean by that. So I'm going to share with you a little story. So the royals, Queen Elizabeth in England and whatnot. So I just read this article today about what they do for the holidays. Obviously money is not an issue for them, so you might not completely think this is that compelling, but I thought it was kind of amusing how they celebrate the holidays, and maybe some of the things that they do, you already do. So you're like, I'm celebrating like a royal. Actually, one of the things that they do, I do in our household, which is we actually get together on Christmas Eve, the entire family, and then the evening of Christmas Eve, that's when we open one gift each. And actually, I read in this article that this is a German tradition. I don't know about you, but in my house, this is a Chinese tradition. We're not German. But what we all do is everybody gets one gift. It could be any gift, and we open it, and that's what we do for the holidays. This year, however, I've actually done something even more different. I actually decided this year I would not buy gifts. And I want to tell you why that is. Aside from being very busy this year and traveling all over the planet, it feels like one of the reasons that it is it came to me one day when I was flying home. Very long flight. I was exhausted. I actually got really sick that trip too, because all that traveling will do that to you. But I thought about my favorite holiday and all my favorite holidays in the past. And I don't know about you, but when I think back to my childhood and all my best holiday memories, not one of them has to do with a gift. In fact, one of my memories is a gift where I received something as a child and I was so ungrateful that my parents had bought this for me that I remember not liking it because it wasn't the right brand. I was young, but nonetheless, I was a very ungrateful kid. I remember that. That was like the memory of a gift that I received for the holidays, which is just wrong. Instead, my fondest memory of the holidays is that we would go and play in the snow. I remember my parents would load us up in the minivan. We would have sleeping bags in the back. We'd be sleeping and my dad would start driving really early in the morning and we'd get there by the time the sun was kind of coming up, and it was the most amazing memory. And if I think back to my childhood, that is what I absolutely love. So this holiday for my family, no gifts. I don't know how they're gonna feel about this. Hopefully they'll be okay with it. But what I plan to do is encourage them all to get in the van and us drive and play in the snow. So this is what the royals do. The royals, actually, Queen Elizabeth's family, right? Charles and William and a whole bunch. What they do is they actually get together on Christmas Eve and they play soccer. They play soccer with some locals, and the two brothers, Harry and William, play on opposite ends on different teams, and they play soccer and they spend time together. Now, the grandchildren each get one small gift. But I guess one tradition that they have is that they try to exchange funny gifts. So one year, what's her name? I'm having a blank. I'm gonna have to check my notes on this. So one year, Kate. So beautiful Kate, one year, she made jam for each person in the family and she gave out homemade jam. I wasn't sure how funny that was. Maybe it was really funny jam, but that's what she did. And I thought I'd share that with you, especially as we head into the holidays. I'm sure at this point, all the retailers right now are going, oh, I can't believe she said that because I'm not really helping the cause, but I'm not really worried about that. I just want you to kind of think in this money mindset. I want you to kind of separate happiness from money and really focus on just the happy and the enjoyment and the memories and the time together. And actually, when you do that, number one, I think you'll feel a greater sense of contentment. Number two, your wallet will be a lot happier. And number three, I think you start to look at things very, very differently. Now, I didn't get a lot of wisdom on myself. I must say that this wisdom came to me. I learned this from many of my clients, as well as my 3 children and my incredible husband. You know, they really give me a sense of grounding, and I've learned a lot through the years on this exact topic. But I want to share this with you because I want to talk more and have more discussions about being money mindful and what it really means and how this good feeling should be spread to you. And I hope it's a small gift to you. And we're going to continue to have these discussions, but I want you to have just like the most amazing weekend and really just embrace each other and don't stress out. Don't worry if you haven't bought that gift yet, and don't fight the lines. Just take it easy and enjoy life. The person who's not going to be happy with your gift wasn't going to be happy anyway. And you don't have to worry about that. The most important thing you want to make sure this holiday is that the people you love are happy and safe. And especially given all the circumstances and ugliness in the world, we don't have time for all that drama. Instead, embrace your life, surround yourself with the people that you love, and live in the moment, turn off the phones, and just appreciate one another. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you appreciate this discussion on mindful money. And if you could do me a quick favor and just turn on your notifications to this video and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you again very soon.